Hey everybody, another episode of On the Paint Table. It's my weekly show where you see what I got done, what I'm working on, and what is coming up. So surprise, surprise, I painted more robots this week, Battletech, but I had some new projects come in too that you're probably gonna be pretty excited about. One I'm really excited about, but I'll save it till you actually see it. I'm also cleaning, like at home, I'm actually cleaning and starting to make movement trays for all of my Billion Sun stuff. And just working on, I have to decide what, I have to roll up and see what kind of world we're playing the Battletech campaign on. So I'm using this like lockdown stuff to play solo games and also just to prep stuff so the campaign looks really cool. And there's a random world generator for that, which I'm kind of pumped for. I get to roll on a table and see what it does. So I think I might actually do that right now on camera and start deciding what kind of world I'm going to be playing on. So anyway, let's take a look at what got done and what is coming up. So here's my painted pile for the week. I didn't quite hit my painting goal. I got 6 out of 7 painted, but I mean, it's still only Saturday. I've got tomorrow to paint to catch up, which I'll probably end up doing. I painted 6 models. I finished my Recon Lance, which is the 2 Locusts, a Phoenix Hawk, and a Catapult. And they're going to be ready to rock and roll for the campaign. That actually finishes off my campaign force, but I might be able to expand it. So of course I decided to start painting a reinforced lance, or a reinforced company, 4 more mechs. And I got the first 2 done, a Shadowhawk and a Commando, and that's basically going to be just a battle lance. And I didn't realize the Thunderbolt is actually there's a factory in the Torian Concordat that builds them. So I need to paint a Thunderbolt in this as well. I'm also going to paint Morgan Kell's limited edition Archer to match this, because I'm not doing Kell's Hounds, but I thought it would just be fun to have him as a mercenary. And just have it as a variant archer. So I'm going to paint it up as a variant archer and stick it in here as well. And that means I've got an archer, a thunderbolt, a commando, and a shadowhawk as another battle lance. So a secondary battle lance with a missile boat, a brawler, a skirmisher, I think the shadowhawk is, and then a scout in the form of the commando. Like a light battle lance, I'm pretty sure that is. Or maybe a light battle lance. And that leads me into my first pile painting stuff. Got to finish these 2. I've got these for Grayson Carlisle as his bodyguard. I got a rifleman, a griffin, and a wasp. And there's my my first Thunderbolt I ever painted, which I've still messed up. I need to fix the canopy, because apparently that's not actually a glass canopy. It's the canopy's underneath there. So I got to repaint that. I might leave it actually and just paint in the canopy underneath too, just to have him have like maybe he's got a moonroof. He's got some options installed in this thing. I give him a little better field of fire. But I brought this in for the color scheme, and that's what these are going to look like. And that'll finish my company of Great Death Legion, my mercenary company, because it's full. And then I'm going to paint Irby. I'm going to paint him as a cop car. I'm going to do him up like the cop car from Transformers, I think, do the old black and white, and have him just be my lone urban mech. So he's like a urban pacification guy, and I'll just drop him into lances when I want to reinforce them. That would be cool to do him different, not do him as part of my 2 projects, my 3 projects, sorry, which is my Donegal Guards, which I also have to finish. I'll have painted 3 Battletech. Wait, yes, because I have my Clan Wolf as well. I've painted 3 Battletech armies in the last like 6 months. In the last month and a half. It's bonkers. I can't stop painting little robots. They're so much fun to paint. This is what happened when I played Epic, by the way. This is what I do. When I start painting little stuff, oh my god, it gets out of control, because they're so satisfying to paint, and they're so fun and relaxing to paint too. I go crazy. And because I've finished off the Escalation campaign, which I think you see kick off next week, I decided to splurge on Deadly Alliance before it disappears. I'm really mad I didn't grab No Respite, because I don't think I'm ever going to be able to find it. It's like $300 on eBay. If anyone out there watching sees the Death Guard expansion for Blackstone somewhere for sale, message me. I'll pay to ship it to me. I can't justify $300. But I couldn't turn up a Zout. I found him for just regular price on Amazon while I was getting some stuff for my kids, and I threw him in the shopping cart. And so I've got this to do once all the stuff for Escalation's aired. And I should just grab the new one, the Spindle Drone one, before it goes out of stock. And because I needed to fill the shopping cart, I decided to grab Aliens, Another Glorious Day in the Core. This Space Hulk style board game is the first time, I don't know, how did this not be on my radar like when it was announced? Hard plastic Colonial Marines and hard plastic Xenomorphs. How in the hell, they even have names in the deck plates, it's so cool. How in the hell did I not know about this? I'm a child of the 80s. I can have opinions about things like watching the Sentry Gun version of Aliens versus watching the non-Sentry Gun version of Aliens. And if you want to know my opinion, it's basically like, you know, you get an ice cream sundae, but you don't get any whipped cream, you don't get a cherry. I'm so pumped. And I still, in a box, have the Halcyon plastic APC that I never built. So I could actually do, like, I could use these for all kinds of things. I could use them for Rogue Stars. I could use them for Stargrave when it comes out. Like, I have so many plans for this. It's a cool Space Hulk style board game. You'll get to see me play it because it's a solo game. But there's expansions. I just grabbed the box set because I couldn't. I mean, we're in lockdown. Things are tight, but I couldn't help myself. 16 Xenomorphs. They're so nice. They're real hard hips plastic too, and it's Gale Force 9. And I'm pumped. Yeah, there's models for the Power Loader, for the Queen, the rest of the squad. Yeah, to say I'm excited to paint these is an understatement. The quality looks pretty nice. Obviously, I'll do a Let's Play. Yeah, you'll see these get painted in the next couple weeks. And last but not least, I got these. Look at these. This is gonna tie into tomorrow. I'm doing a little Witches and Wonders on Coyo, which is a small company doing licensed stuff for GW. They're doing licensed pins, and one of the pins is actually a white metal paintable Space Marine pin badge. I want to show them off today because I don't know how I'm gonna paint them. I feel like I should do one as my Ultramarines and maybe one as my Death Watch. And I'll just freestyle the logos and stuff. What do you guys think? I'll do one for each army, and yeah, and I'll oh no, you know what? I'll do one as Ultramarines and I'll give one away. That's what I'll do. I'll do a raffle. And you guys, I'll do it for my patrons. You guys can on this video on Patreon, throw down and tell me what chapter you want, and I'll randomly select one and I'll mail you a painted Space Marine pin. I think that'd be cool. If you have a Space Marine chapter, if you play Space Marines and this is important to you, obviously if you don't play Space Marines, you don't care. Don't throw your hat in the ring. But if you do play Space Marines, you have a cool chapter, you want me to paint a chapter for you, I'll send you this pin in the mail. So throw it in, I'll pick one next week. All right, so I did promise I was gonna roll up the world type for the narrative campaign for Battletech, and I got it right here on my phone. So this is the Battletech, I'll link it in the video description, narrative campaign rules that Jared Bledow's written up that are super cool. And one of the things you have to do is you have to generate your world generator. So first there's a population generator. And I've got my Herman Melville note paper here that I'm gonna write all this down on. So the first thing I have to do is my population density. So population density. And that's gonna kind of dictate how many structures and stuff around here. And I'm gonna name the world randomly after all this is said and done. So it's a D6. On a 1, it's a virgin world. So 0 to 1 light structures are a comm relay. 2 to 3, it's scattered. 0 to 2, light structures or whatever. 4 to 5, it's populated. 1 to 4, light, medium, or heavy structures, paved roads. And on 6, it's a metropolis. 2, so it is scattered. Scattered. So good. So not needing too much in terms of terrain. So it's 0 to 2, light or medium structures. All right, then we've got the world's loyalty. So I'm going to be defending with the Taurian Concordat. Owen's clan forces are going to be attacking. So let's see. 3 is going to be neutral. Loyalty is neutral. So nobody gets a dog in this fight. So the population is fairly neutral to what's going on. No effects for that. And then what kind of world is? So on a 1, it's Arctic. 2 to 5, it's Class M because it's populated. And on a 6, it's just a planetoid. 1, it's Arctic. I don't like that. It was flat. 3, it's Class M. The only reason I'm gonna reroll that, I'd be okay with planetoid. An Arctic mat with these little models, the light bouncing into the camera is gonna make it look terrible. So I'm gonna go with Class M. I would have kept planetoid. It wasn't quite flat. We're gonna say it was a potato. So Class M. So now we see what kind of Class M. And also there's way less interesting stuff after you roll Arctic. So it is a 5. It is a jungle world, up to 25%. So it's Class M. It's jungle. 25%, 50%, no, 25% hills, 75% jungle, large rivers, 0 to 2 mud fields and quicksand, 0 to 1 swamp. And then the sub roll, at the beginning of each mission, roll a d6. Light heavy rainfall or heavy fog. Interesting. Thick atmospheric conditions. Cool. And that's it. So we've got our planet all rolled up. So there you go, another 6 models painted, lots of projects, new stuff, more Blackstone Fortress. I get to paint a Zote for the first time in 30 years. And it's another glorious day in the Corps. Day in the Marine Corps is like a day in the farm. Every paycheck's a fortune, every formation's a parade. I love the Corps, I'm stoked to paint that stuff. So we'll see you next week to see what gets done. Till then, I'm Ash. Happy gaming. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you want to support the channel, of course, like and subscribe and hit the little bell below to get notifications when I post future content. I do post stuff 7 days a week. If you want to support the channel further, you can, of course, buy a t-shirt through Spreadshirt, buy a measuring gauge or objective markers from Death Ray Designs, or, of course, most importantly, there is Patreon. Patreon is what makes all this possible, keeps the lights on, pays for the studio costs, pays for the equipment, model costs, and everything else, and most importantly, puts food in my kids' bellies and a roof over their heads. Big thanks to everyone, past, future, who supported me. I do this stuff because of you guys, and of course, I will continue doing it as long as I can.